Today's video is all about the villains. Technically, I was right. There is a seventh video, a seventh teaser that was dropped today. It's not the video I actually thought it was going to be though. The video I did previously mention was a teaser for Darkseid. It wasn't officially released, and I thought that was the video that was going to be released today, but instead, today it was a duo. It was a Steppenwolf and a Darkseid teaser. A lot of the lines and some scenes that were used in the leaked Darkseid teaser I saw is in this Steppenwolf Darkseid teaser. Although I don't know if they're going to be doing a Darkseid teaser on his own. I'm not sure if they're releasing that tomorrow or if that is even a plan. Maybe even Zack Snyder saw it was leaked, so he kind of made some adjustments and he changed it up a little bit and made a brand new teaser. The teaser they showed today was awesome, so I'm going to show that one for you right now. I might choose to show the leaked Darkseid one just in case. I don't know, like I said, if they're even officially releasing it, but for now, let's check out the one they released today.
This world is divided, too separate to be one. No protectors here. This world will fall, like all the others. For Darkseid, I have turned 100,000 worlds to dust. And when this world is scorched, all of existence shall be mine.
That was pretty awesome, and honestly really self-explanatory on what's going on here. Steppenwolf himself says in the teaser that this world is divided, there's no protectors anymore, which is actually something they, are going to deal with in this movie, and something they have even slightly mentioned in the Batman vs Superman movie, the Wonder Woman movie. All of these societies and cultures and kingdoms of the past, after their original war with Darkseid and Steppenwolf, they all split. So there would be no better time to attack and take over Earth than now. Especially when Earth's greatest defenders are still trying to get on the same page. They're still trying to gel, and they are dealing with the potential of not having Superman back. I mean, we all know they get Superman back, but it's still the idea that would be on these characters' minds. I've watched this teaser so many times and the leaked teaser so many times. I just get goosebumps every single time Darkseid says, "I have turned 100,000 worlds to dust." I think it's so awesome. That is his main goal. That is who Darkseid is and what he's all about. And I think what I love about Darkseid's speech at the end there is he knows he was defeated on Earth thousands of years ago, and he's pissed. He wants revenge. He wants vengeance. He wants to take over Earth when he originally was trying to. And I have a feeling they might actually humiliate him in that early battle with the Amazonians, the Atlanteans, the humans, and even the Green Lanterns, which we're gonna get to in a second. But he might have just been shown up, came to Earth, was like, okay, I got this, you're nothing. And then as he's fighting, he ends up seeing like, wow, Earth is much more powerful than I thought, and I'm getting my ass handed to me. So once again, with Earth's heroes divided and the world divided as a whole, there's no better time to take over Earth than now. But how about that scene at the very end of the trailer where you see both armies merging together, and in the sky you see Green Lanterns flying around and fighting other parademons or whatever creatures they're fighting. I mean, the Green Lanterns that we are going to see in this movie, especially during that past scene, I am 100% certain it won't be a Green Lantern we know of. It'll probably just be someone random that they could use as a Green Lantern. And I really don't know if we're going to even see a Green Lantern throughout this movie, or maybe at the end of the film. I don't know how that's working. I'm just glad Zack Snyder didn't forget about Green Lantern, because whenever I think of Justice League, Green Lantern is always in my top 6. So even though Green Lantern isn't in the top 6 of his league's roster, I am glad that he still recognizes that Green Lantern has an importance and that they are there somewhere. Now, something that not only this trailer has done proper, but I know the movie's gonna do it as well, is in the Whedon edition, Steppenwolf was the enemy who worked for Darkseid. But more importantly, he made Steppenwolf more of this apostle to the mother boxes, and Darkseid was only mentioned, I think, maybe once or twice, so he's easily forgettable. Whereas the mother boxes really seemed to control the narrative, and that's what Steppenwolf was fighting for. They already alone in this 50-second trailer showed that, yes, he is fighting for the mother boxes, but why? It's because Darkseid has tasked him with it. The mother boxes will not be ruling anyone or anything. It is the person who wields the mother boxes who will be ruling anything or everything. And Darkseid is the rightful god to that product, and Steppenwolf knows that, and he is the apostle to Darkseid. And that is what I really like about this edition, is that you don't forget Darkseid is there. Not only is Darkseid going to be a big part of this movie, but you just simply don't forget that Darkseid is there the way you did in Whedon's, because he was barely mentioned. Okay, so because I can't help it and I really want to talk about it, this trailer I think is my favorite trailer shown out of the bunch of them. So this would make trailer number 8. And a quick shout out to Cortex Videos, who actually has this trailer up right now, and it's pretty much the best quality I was capable of finding on YouTube. So shout out to Cortex.
I have turned 100,000 worlds to dust, looking for those who robbed me of my glory. I will stride across their bones. And all of existence shall be mine.
Oh! Yes! Yes, Darkseid! Feel free to take over. I'm good with it. He's good with it. I'm good with it. That trailer was phenomenal. That's how I've always pictured Darkseid in a movie, bro. There's just so much to unpack there. There's just so much awesomeness in such a small amount of time. Man, I don't even know where to begin. I love that beginning where he's like sitting on the throne. It's almost like he's contemplating. He's like, what type of destruction shall I cause on Earth? Yeah, I've got so many different resources I could use. My Omega Beams, the anti-life equation, but I want to make it hurt, and I want to make them feel it. And it's so Darkseid. That's so Darkseid. So once again, the whole lines of turning the worlds to dust, he's been robbed of his glory and he wants to find the ones who took it from him. And now he's going to find basically ancestors of the ones who took it from him. You know, people like Arthur Curry, the new king of Atlantis, or Wonder Woman, who is the daughter of Zeus. So he's going to have his opportunity to kind of rub it in their face a little bit. Let's talk here about the Joker laugh. That it's slowed down and kind of pitched low. I love how he shows the Joker card, and I'm still really excited to kind of see what Joker's role in the nightmare world is going to be. But I like how right after you get your best look almost. Well, maybe not the best look, but one of the best looks of Deathstroke. You know, his head shaved with kind of like the mohawk look. I was so happy to see that they actually introduced Deathstroke at the credit scene of the terrible Justice League movie from 2017. I was really looking forward to seeing him in the Batman movie that Ben Affleck was creating, and obviously that's never going to happen now. I can't wait to see what type of scenes that Deathstroke has in this Justice League. I don't really think they would be introducing Deathstroke like this if Zack Snyder didn't have some sort of a plan for him in this movie, especially too because I think we talked about it briefly in the Batman teaser. Lex Luthor was talking to someone saying, if you want the Batman, this is how you can get him, and I'm more than certain he is talking to Deathstroke. And maybe in the present time parts of the film, maybe Deathstroke is hunting down Batman for whatever reason, but in the future scenes, the nightmare scenes, Deathstroke would have obviously survived with characters like Batman and Cyborg and Joker, and they have to put their differences aside and actually work together. I can only assume too that Joker is working with Batman, or they have no choice to work together in this nightmare scene. That's what is so great about Darkseid. Even the most menacing villain, the most sadistic villain, someone like Joker, they literally need to put their differences aside and band together to defeat Superman and Darkseid. That's how dire this situation is. So I would say the coolest part of the trailer is seeing Superman on his knees and he's looking really distraught, and all of a sudden this huge alien hand just grabs his shoulder, but not in an attacking way, almost in like a condolences type of way. It's 100% Darkseid putting his hand on Superman's shoulder to possibly offer guidance. So about a week ago, the scripts and concept art, and obviously these haven't been completed, they are more than certainly rough drafts, they were leaked for Justice League 2 and 3. In Justice League 2 and 3, it talks about what happened behind the scenes of number 1 with Lex Luthor. It shows how they transition to the nightmare scene from what we see in Batman vs Superman and what we're gonna see here. And we're gonna see how Batman, Flash, and Cyborg are trying to change the future from going to the nightmare world. What happens is Darkseid, without getting into so much detail, he finds Lois Lane, shoots her with his Omega beams, and she just turns to ash. When Superman shows up, he freaks out, he goes in to attack Darkseid, and Darkseid grabs him and dispels his anti-life equation onto Superman, and now Superman is a loyal servant to Darkseid. Now, the scene right after in the trailer, you see Superman shooting his heat ray vision onto Steppenwolf's head, and he's just burning him. The continuity of the movie is, how is this working? Is that just a simple fight scene that Superman has against Steppenwolf and he's just beating the crap out of him? Or is Darkseid basically saying, like, now you serve me, I have no need for Steppenwolf, go kill him? Because it's really interesting how the first scene you see Darkseid's hand on his shoulder, and then the next scene is Superman just going Apex Predator straight up on Steppenwolf's head. We all know that's how the nightmare world does transition. We know that Superman does fall to Darkseid and basically becomes Godfall Superman. That's the version that Zack Snyder was creating. And Godfall Superman is evil Superman, who ended up being brainwashed and convinced that he was the son of Darkseid. That whole scene of seeing Lois Lane getting evaporated by Darkseid, I'm starting to wonder if that is actually going to be in this movie. It's a 4-hour film. There is so many things you can show in this movie. 4 hours is technically 2 movies. So who knows what we're gonna see? I wouldn't be surprised if we see Darkseid turn Superman to the dark side. Well guys, those are all the trailers we have as of now, and I mean, would I be surprised if Zack Snyder released more teasers on the way to the final release? No, not so much. But, you know, I mean, 8 trailers I think is pretty good as of right now. I don't think he would need to release any more. And that Darkseid trailer is just, it's the best one they released, even though it hasn't officially been released. I don't think I could have been any more hyped for this film than I already am, but every single day I'm getting more excited for it. Like usual, if there are any more teasers that do come out, I will make videos about them and we'll discuss them, and I'll give you my thoughts on what I think and basically how much more excited I will be getting. So until next time guys, talk to you soon. See ya.